So thank you so much, Dr. Shobhit sir, for coming to our session. And today we will be talking about online DBA program and how it is different from the PhD, and what benefits will the student get after completing this program. So before that, we would really like to know about you and what you do,
Yeah,
and yeah.
thank you for calling me on such a good platform for sharing my thoughts about online DBA. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself, Dr. Shobhit Goel. I'm an associate professor at Amity University in Tashkent. I'm working with Amity University for almost 15 years now. And before that, I was working with a couple of institutions in the industry as well as in the academia. Here I'm looking for the subjects like business, finance, and apart from it, I'm having an administrative role of Dean of Student Affairs as well. I've written a few papers. I've completed my PhD, and even four PhDs have been awarded under my supervision till now, and two are still in progress. And apart from it, I'm just a little academician, learning and learning.
So, at first, we really would like to know about the difference between PhD and online DBA.
Yeah, great question. Actually, what I would like to tell is PhD is a bit cumbersome process. While as far as my knowledge is concerned, DBA is definitely a good way to get into the field of industry. It's required by the industry actually, though there are new opportunities which are coming up in MNCs. They are coming up with the new ideas. They are having hiring consultants. They are hiring the high position jobs. They are looking for some experts, and for as far as that is concerned, DBA is a better option as compared to a PhD.
And why is that so?
Yeah, I would like to tell you because it's a lengthy process doing a PhD. There are many problems which a student face during PhD. Funding opportunities are required. There are bureaucratic pressures. There are problems which delays the PhD maybe up to 5 to 7 years. While in DBA case, it is usually completed in 3 to 4 years, and it focuses on industry specific issues.
Okay, okay. And who should choose the online DBA program?
Online DBA program is good for working professionals. It is good for entrepreneurs. It is good for the persons who are either working in industry and they want to rise to a next level, or maybe for a consultant.
Okay, okay. And is it a complete online degree, like the education and the examination and everything will be online?
Yeah, it will be.
Okay, okay. So, what do you think are the major flaws in PhD and the PhD system in India, and why should one consider choosing an online DB instead?
Ah, First of all, I would start from beginning. Starting a PhD itself is a cumbersome process. Like for example, if you get admissions into PhD anywhere in the country, you have to pass numerous tests. After that, lengthy process of approvals, because government universities usually takes PhDs so in a such a way that they take approvals. They look for whether the research has been done in this regard or not, or maybe there are and process is a rigid one. Second thing I would like to tell my audience that funding opportunities are very limited.
Hmm.
We say that we have a good infrastructure, we have uh, good sort of universities, but if we see that a specialized and expertise infrastructure is not available everywhere.
Hmm.
There are many issues such as quality concerns, like mostly there are plagiarism issues which are faced in PhDs because
Hmm.
they are already doing the work which has already been done. So maybe there are some ways in which, there are some times in which the plagiarism issues might be raised. So quality concern is another issue. there is another thing that like various very less opportunities are there for a PhD candidate to get into jobs because the jobs are limited. And as far as industry is concerned, which is having a good job opportunities, and
Mhm.
various opportunities are available after completing DBA. So I think so. These are the reasons why I would suggest PhD would be better.
Okay, okay. So we all knew about how the condition in India. Even a few years back, there was a news that a lot of PhD holders are applying for the post of chaprasi. And even now, there is a very big need of PhD holders or the associate and professors, but still they are not getting a job. There is lack of jobs. So, what do you think there is why it is difficult to secure a job after completing PhD?
You are saying that we have a couple of jobs available, but I'll tell you there are bureaucratic challenges in our country, and that is a main reason for not being able to get the jobs. There are very big numbers of PhDs available already. So that's the same demand and supply gap. Like we have a huge supply but less demand. So most of them are sitting and maybe even applying for the job of the chaprasis.
Hmm. So maybe there is the reason behind this. I think the duration of the PhD is very much. So it takes a lot of time. So
Definitely it
it,
takes a
it
lot
can
of
be
time,
another
and
reason for that.
no, actually, I'll tell you, since I'm already myself a PhD and I know PhD is all about focus. So definitely maximum time duration is 5 to 7 years, but there are bright students who are just focused, who are not doing into any, who are not into any other job. They complete it even in 3 to 4 years, but the process is lengthy. And too much bureaucratic approvals are required, like at the time of maybe viva, maybe at the time of drcs and all, too many things are required.
Thesis and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of jobs, how DBA, online DBA is different from PhD? Like we know after completing a PhD program, one can become a professor or can
Mhm.
get into education field only. But what after online DBA?
Like abroad, in UK, US, and Europe, many universities are hiring DBAs, online DBAs, as well as for the teaching positions.
Mhm.
In India and maybe across all other parts of the world, various MNCs are looking for a PhDs, not sorry PhDs, but the graduates with the online DBA for their higher positions, because they
Mhm.
are already experienced, they are already having expertise in their field, and as far as their requirement is there, so they are looking for DBAs as well, because it's giving them an expertise for the positions. Even
And
I'll tell you, entrepreneurs are required to understand the scenarios, and there those scenarios they learn, like, because DBA is a program in which they focus on industry specific solutions. They are not
Mhm.
looking for there are many issues like we have already studied, but they are having new problems. And I'll tell you that in my opinion, DBA is more or less a case study based approach and practical approach towards learning, as compared to PhD, which is based on the theoretical perspectives.
okay, okay. And what do you think are the most emerging specialization or the fields of online DBA program that one should pursue or consider?
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you, in this case, strategic management and finance are the most specific field which are requiring a specialized person. The industry is requiring a specialized person, and that a person should pursue a DBA from.
And what about generative AI since AI is getting into
Yeah, if you are
everything?
getting towards even if you are getting towards AI is the future. So definitely, if we are talking about future, so there will be a lot of opportunities both in the field of academics as well as industry for DBS.
Okay.
But
And
I'm a little biased towards my subjects because that's why I said about strategy and finance.
okay. But I think in today's time, whatever subject or domain you have, you'll have to learn AI and learn how to include AI into your whatever you are working on.
Yeah, definitely. AI is required everywhere.
Yes, yes.
You are not
So
updated towards AI, you are not updated at all.
yes, 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 exactly, exactly. You'll have to include AI into whatever work you are doing.
Definitely.
So let's talk about the duration. We know that PhD program takes around 5 to 7 years to complete. What about online
Mhm.
DBA program, and why, if what is the why there is a vast difference between the duration of both the programs?
Again, the duration of online DBA is approximately 3 to 4 years. Usually, a person completes their. And one more thing I would like to add over here: online DBA can be done apart along with your jobs. So, if you are already doing a job, you can take it as an part-time program. It's not like a full-time program that you have to go to the supervisor, you have to take approvals, you have to get the work supervise, you have to update everything at any point of time they may ask you. So it is like a program which is having a lesser duration. And I forgot your second question. Can you please repeat your second question?
So actually, I was asking why there is a major difference between the duration of online DBA and PhD.
Because it is a focused program apart from PhD, which is having a theoretical perspective. When something is focused, we know about our specific domain, a specific solution we require, and if there is a specific problem, we'll solve it in a lesser time as compared to the PhD program, which is having a too much broaden horizon.
So, since the PhD program is for like 5 to 7 years of duration, and even after that, it is more focused on the theoretical part rather than the innovative
Industry
part.
solutions,
And yes, yes,
innovative part.
and that is the reason behind, I think we are not too much into production of new innovations or new things like ChatGPT, COVID-19, or any other things. So why is that so? Why after so many years we are not into the production of new things as compared to other countries?
Yeah, as compared to other countries, we are not too focused on the new inventions because we are just repeating what has been studied, maybe a little diversion on a little new perspective. If you, I'll let you know something which is more interesting, that one part of the study and PhD, or what we studied in PhD, is a literature review. And literature, we read what exactly is the existing literature, then we find a gap, but there's nothing new that we are finding. And in case of DBA, definitely we are having new situations, new scenarios. I'll tell you. See, COVID-19, you have said COVID-19. COVID-19 is a new scenario, and it was a new scenario. And now, like, at that moment of time, there was a scenario which was built and it requires attention. And if we were talking about the old viruses, like if we would have been there, there were many other viruses which had been thought of. They had studied on that portions only. They have never considered about the new things, new technology which can be used for protecting against any forthcoming issues.
There is a
But
very
in
basic
DBA,
example is AI. Even AI is not being innovated by any person in India.
yeah, definitely. Because we are focused mainly on getting the degree, not for practical exposure and using the degree in real life situations. Applicability is a little issue in case of PhD, which is good in case of online DBA. and definitely it promotes innovation.
And do you think this is the reason behind the people are more uh, shifting towards online DBA program? Though PhD is a globally recognized degree.
Yeah, PhD is a globally recognized degree, but tell you, apart from academics, PhDs are not like hired. Apart from academics, yeah, it could be an added advantage, but they do not give a value to the problem because they are already having those expertise with them.
So, at last, I really would like to know about the five advantages of pursuing online DBA over a PhD.
Yeah, it's a tough question because now I've already discussed almost or less the everything, but definitely taking
It's kind of a
into
rapid fire.
online.
You'll just have to point it, give
Oh my
5 points.
God. Yeah, thank you. So it will be a process where you are having expertise and having chance to innovate something, chance to innovate some new ideas, chance to innovate new solutions for the industry. Second point, it does not require lengthy approvals. It is not cumbersome, uh, and it provides infrastructural support and guidance. It is free from it is relevant in the present time, and it is free from bureaucratic challenges.
Okay, okay, okay. So with this, we have come to an end. And thank you so much for your valuable time and this insightful session. Thank you, sir.